Hello there, my name's Card. I'm a long-time progressive community organiser and activist. And today I just want to briefly talk about a reactionary dog whistle that's been around for a few years now, as well as what it really means, who's using it, and why. For those who might not know, in politics a dog whistle is a word, a phrase, or a symbol which seems perfectly innocent and innocuous to most people, but which really communicates a more sinister hidden message to those in the know. Additionally, there'll also be a playlist of mine, linked at the top of the description, which goes into detail about all sorts of reactionary dog whistles and how to spot them. Today specifically, I wanted to talk about the term Boulder, what it means and how it's become a contemporary reactionary code word, particularly in online spaces. The online far-right wing uses something of an ever-evolving canon of esoteric slang terms and symbols to communicate. By doing this, online reactionaries will be able to recognize one another on the internet by referencing these terms, and if they're ever called out for using these sorts of terms, because these words often don't appear to be openly offensive, they've got a bit of undue plausible deniability to try and wiggle out of the alt-right accusation. To that end, one particular way internet reactionaries will communicate amongst themselves and locate one another is by specifically and pointedly invoking the word boulder, as in a large rock. This is an oblique reference to a scene from a sketch comedy show that is very popular with the online far-right called $1 Million Extreme Presents World Peace. The scene in question is essentially far-right propaganda. It involves a man, played by the show's creator, Sam Hyde, who represents white civilization, rolling a large boulder up a precarious slope past several people of colour, all of whom are expected to praise and thank him. Suddenly, a Jewish stereotype appears and makes the boulder roll back down to the bottom of the slope. Here's a section of the scene in question if you're unfamiliar with it.
How you doing there, Skeeter? Listen up and listen good. Since the beginning of recorded history, the white man's been coming up with technologies, cultures, civilizations worth keeping, worth saving, worth giving a damn about.
Thank you, white man, for inventing the computer, the microwave, medicine, electricity, sanitation, theory of evolution, the radio, the pencil, Western law, cotton candy, freedom of speech, the sewing machine, discovery of DNA, the atom, discovery of the cell, the camera, Chrysalis, and we was king.
What happened to your boulder, Goy?
I don't know. I wasn't looking. Next thing I knew, Boulder's gone. I guess I'm a stupid goy.
This is just racial, anti-Semitic invective at the end of the day. Content made by and for racists. But the scene, and the show it's from, is so popular among a lot of the modern far-right that the boulder of white civilization has become a very well-known metaphor among them. So, if you happen to see people online referring to boulders, all apropos of nothing, it should register to you as something of a red flag that might just warrant a more critical eye at what else they're saying or spreading. For the sake of keeping your spaces and communities safe, it never hurts you able to spot these sorts of things, so you can properly call them out, explain what they mean and why they're bad, and remove the people posting this sort of content. That's all I have to say today. I hope it helps. Once again, my name's Card. If you might want to hear more from me, especially more about emerging or obscure reactionary dog whistles and how to spot them, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube page or just take a look at my other videos. Either way, goodbye for now, and stay safe out there.